Surprisingly quick recovery from injury is a big lift for Leeds United. Strachan missed the midweek home defeat at the hands of Manchester City. Howard Wilkinson makes one other change. Chris Fairclough is recalled to the centre of defence in place of John McClelland. Lee Chapman, at the age of 31, he's achieved his best return in a single season, 24 goals, and still the chance of more to come. Liverpool's Ian Rush is just one goal behind Chapman in the race to be the most prolific marksman amongst First Division players. Liverpool have Gary Ablett suspended, Grobbelaar, McMahon, Whelan and Venison on the casualty list, joined now by Gary Gillespie. But David Burrows and David Speedie are back in a reshuffle side. 19-year-old Steve Harkness, who's not yet played in the first team, is a substitute along with the Israeli striker Ronnie Rosenthal. And Peter Beardsley finally comes to Ellen Road, but still in Liverpool red. So much speculation over the first part of the season that he would be transferred to Leeds. Ken Redfern fits his refereeing around running a successful jewellery business in the northeast of England. All the players wearing black armbands today out of respect to the memories of the Hillsborough tragedy 2 years ago this weekend. Leeds United kick off, an exceptional atmosphere here at Ellen Road. The stadium packed to the rafters. It's Liverpool's first visit here for 9 years. And Shutt getting his shot in and beating Steve Staunton to the ball to deliver the blow towards Hooper's goal. The goalkeeper survived it. But Staunton alongside Glenn Hussein in the centre of defence here. Jan Molvik. With Speedy for company in the centre of midfield. David Speedy always provokes a reaction from opposing supporters. Lukic coming a good 10 yards outside of the penalty area to try and force Liverpool back. Burrows wrong-footed by Barnes. So an awkward position this for Liverpool, brought about really by the John Barnes error. Long throw from Sterland. Hussein lets it go to Nicol, he thought. But really charging in then was Shutt. Immense distance from the throw by Sterland. Nicol didn't get there. Well, Leeds were complaining that he did, and it should have been a corner. And Liverpool spring forward really for the first time with Barnes. In comes Speedy! John Lukic complains about the lack of cover in front of him with a bit of justification. Leeds were caught rather square and Barnes got in behind them. And Speedy was really aware of the possibilities. He was herring into the middle, but not quite quickly enough. So the first hint of Leeds' vulnerability after 10 minutes of solid attacking play from the home side. Barnes, delightfully for Beardsley. He couldn't get beyond McAllister first of all. Burrows went for the ball. The Leeds supporters baying at the referee. But it was a robust challenge, but within the laws of the game, and that's the way Ken Redfern saw it as well. But that wasn't from Batty. David Batty, really the kind of competitive midfield player that Liverpool have been lacking, with Whelan and McMahon absent for so much of the season. They've been without one or both of them for 2/3 of their league games, Liverpool, and that's been a real handicap. Maybe in the end, the difference between winning the title and coming second. Rush sneaked in there. Barnes. That's Ray Houghton. The goal is given, and Leeds stood and watched it happen, and Liverpool celebrate taking the lead in the 12th minute. They expected perhaps to trap Houghton offside here, but it was when the ball was played and the linesman saw nothing wrong. Barnes was able to pick it out Houghton. It must have been very close, but Leeds United are a goal down. Strachan. It comes from McAllister. Oh, deflected by Staunton. It could easily have veered away into the back of the net for an equaliser. And Steve Staunton was very grateful here that the ball actually flew up closer to Hooper rather than further away from him. Chapman complaining he was fouled. The referee didn't see it that way. Houghton for Rush. Oh, and that was played with such excellent technique by Beardsley. Barnes crosses. Chapman first to the clearance by Speed. When Leeds went to Anfield on New Year's Day, they were beaten 3-0, really put in their place by Liverpool. It's the biggest defeat that Leeds have had this season. But it was a much happier Liverpool, a more consistent Liverpool then, when they were still favourites to win the championship. But at least the goal from Ray Houghton here has given them a degree of optimism that they might win this match, which is so precious to them and has been played in an electric atmosphere, as if there was a trophy at stake at the end of the 90 minutes here. Barnes, lovely dummy by Rush. Is it going to be a second? He's pulled down. It's got to be a penalty, it is. And it's a question now of what Ken Redfern will do, if anything, to further punish John Lukic. Lukic didn't get there quickly enough, and Liverpool carved their way through then, and have a great chance now to go 2-up. Rush has earned the penalty. Jan Molby will take it. Two 2-0 it is. Lukic went the wrong way. Well, an amazing start with Leeds forcing the pace and Liverpool collecting the goals. But there was real class in the way that the move was constructed to lead to Lukic bringing down Rush. Hurled by Sterling towards Chapman. That goes shut. Strachan. Well, with Leeds badly in need of improving their position quickly, that has to go down as a missed opportunity. The ball never came to earth, particularly after Strachan made contact with it. He is their inspiration. Here's Houghton. It's a very attack-minded Liverpool selection, this. As as I said earlier, somewhat forced upon Ronnie Moran. But nevertheless, although they've had their scares defensively, it's giving a very sharp edge to their attacking play. Barnes, still Barnes. No, the flag is up. Although Speedy finished it all off very neatly indeed. Very well against, well, from that angle. It wasn't clear at all when the linesman put his flag up, possibly against Barnes in the first place. Batty. The shot has got behind Staunton. And Hussein arrived in the nick of time. Carl Shutt, who does so much honest running in the Leeds cause, and the running there took him beyond the Liverpool back line, chasing a ball delivered over the top. Beardsley. And it's Houghton. And at the moment, Leeds United aren't picking up Ray Houghton. He's not the only one who's getting free. Gary Speed was coming far too late on the scene then, and there was no offside flag that time. Houghton could have helped himself to his second and Liverpool's third. And Peter Beardsley, who is kept very quiet on all the subject, of course, of whether he would eventually join Leeds. He's certainly enjoying playing a major role in Liverpool's quest to take points from Leeds here. Rush. Nicol hit Batty. With Beardsley again. Mulvey. No offside. Barnes. And Speedy! It is three this time, it does count. And what an inquest is going on at the back for Leeds. 25 minutes. Liverpool have scored 3 times. And they're simply picking their passes here at will. Barnes was not offside. Speedy certainly came late on the scene, and there was no risk, I don't think, of him getting ahead of anything here. Leeds United 0, Liverpool 3, as it was after 90 minutes at Anfield on New Year's Day. And remember, Arsenal a day off from the rigours of the First Division today, preparing for their FA Cup semi-final against Tottenham at Wembley tomorrow. And they certainly won't like what they will be hearing with the news from Ellen Road. Leeds United, who had opportunities to take the lead, are being swamped here. And Liverpool are really putting on a show. It's been a topsy-turvy time for Ronnie Moran as a manager, but this is the good side of the job. How? Barnes. Nicol. Well, you expect them to score every time they attack, because that's what they've been doing. Since Liverpool last played here. 9 years, of course, during which Leeds have been mostly in the second division, and Liverpool have been winning trophies. And Liverpool now putting on something of a masterclass against a defence that has been flirting with an offside trap. And they just haven't got that right as Barnes strides away and makes it 4. This is wonderful. It's slaughter here to Leeds United, but a delight for Liverpool. Again, there was no cover in the centre, and the timing of the run was superb, and so was the execution from Barnes. And Lukic is beaten for a 4th time. A mere 28 minutes elapsing, and for 10 of those it was 0-0. Given Liverpool's recent results going into this game, I'm sure. No offside here, Chapman, and Hooper took it on the body. The goal is empty though, if Leeds can find it. Hussein's back on the line now. Hooper's still trying to get back in position. He's there now. Well, not much has gone right for Leeds. McAllister, and shot. And what does Beardsley want to do? Walk it to safety. And he's only cleared as far as Batty. Another remarkable incident in this extraordinary first half. Cooper came out, took the ball, and maybe a boot in the stomach as well. Barnes gets it back to him. Well, I was about to say that you came here expecting some Liverpool vulnerability. There was just a hint there, but they can afford it, 4 goals up. Nickel. It's a desperate position for Leeds because they clearly have to attack in numbers. In the full knowledge, as this young man has sadly realised that his favourites are so vulnerable when Liverpool get the ball. But Whitlow has got a good position here. It's an excellent cross. Just the sort of through-and ball that defenders detest to deal with, but no one could get there for Leeds in the centre. Strachan, losing out to Barnes. Well, 4 goals in an 18-minute spell, an astonishing spell for Liverpool, showing that they're not yet out of the championship chase. Ray Houghton started it off, a goal made by John Barnes, who's been exceptionally elusive. Barnes got the 4th, he made the 3rd for Speedy. And in the midst of it all, a penalty tucked away by Jan Mulvey. Leeds have to go back to 1973 to find their last victory over Liverpool, and even at half-time here, surely they're not going to change that today. But you really look forward to what the second half will bring. Well, if Liverpool are a club in crisis, as has been reported, I'd like to see them when they're playing really well. What can Leeds United do? First and foremost, I think, try and keep the score down. It's a test of their professionalism. I must say it was a magnificent reception that they got from their supporters when they came out for the second half here, even in such great adversity. We've grown to expect that, though, at Elland Road. Leeds defenders will want to get this afternoon over pretty quickly. Howard Wilkinson is a most demanding manager, and he will insist that his players keep on going. And I suppose a meaningful target for them in the professional sense would be just to try and win the second half. Unless they win it by 4 goals, they won't get any points or any reward for it. If they win it by 5 goals, we'll be talking about it as the greatest game we've ever seen. Hussein. Rush by Beardsley. Barnes to the left. 4 up for Liverpool. Barnes accelerates, and it nearly dropped in. Direct from the John Barnes left foot. Well, he is a mercurial player. Can never be absolutely sure whether he'll destroy you or whether he'll be on the periphery of the match, but he's in his most destructive form today. That's if you're an opponent. Most constructive from Liverpool's perspective. Burrows. Houghton's offside. Chapman. With a push in his back by Glenn Hussein. White has stayed on the edge of things this time. Club is there. White starting to make his move now. White at the back. In he comes. McAllister. Shot. Claiming that veered away because it flew off the Liverpool body. White in the end made his presence felt. Taken on by McAllister. Appeared to flick off Steve Nicol. It's the sort of pressure that would be worrying Liverpool if they were 1, maybe 2 goals in front, but when there are 4 in the bank, the concern is pretty minimal in truth. Certainly stopping Hooper having to make any real saves so far. Nicol. Quite a few dummies thrown today, most notably in the way that Liverpool got the penalty when Rush let the ball run behind him to Beardsley and galloped on to get the return before Lukic rudely halted his progress. They haven't all come off. Leeds have Bobby Davison and the versatile Andy Williams as their substitutes. I wouldn't think either would be too keen to get on in these circumstances. Speedy. This is Burrows. Well, David Burrows has only ever scored 1 league goal. It was for his first club, West Bromwich Albion, but it was on this ground way back in 1987. He was happy to remind me of that fact before the game. Might drop for shot. Now Strachan. McAllister. And shot. McAllister. This is Whitlow. Shot goes on the outside, which made the angle that much more difficult. Hussein got in the way. On another day, Leeds would feel that the ball might have fallen more kindly on a number of occasions. But Liverpool tend to make their own luck. Goal difference, of course, could still be a factor in the championship race. Very much in Arsenal's favour, but a few more thumping victories, such as this one is turning out to be, and even that might be closer to parity. So Liverpool do have an incentive here to keep looking for goals rather than just settle for keeping a clean sheet. Strachan. Shot. Strachan, McAllister's waiting behind him. Chapman! Well, it's a steep climb, but at least they've got their foot on the first rung of the ladder. And finally, it broke Leeds' way in the Liverpool penalty area, off the goalkeeper, and Chapman was right on hand for his 25th goal of the season, and his 21st of those at Ellen Road. So it's not a clean sheet. It's Leeds United 1, Liverpool 4, but Barnes, rush going to the near post, would be just like Liverpool to strike straight away. Well, there's new life in the Leeds legs. .20 minutes left, and Leeds with nothing to lose. They felt that the match was already lost when they came out for the second half. Rush has rather got into the habit at the moment of letting the ball run. Chapman comes the free again. He's getting into those positions more and more often. Good call from Hooper. The evidence of that, not that we could hear it in this deafening noise, but Hussein definitely ducked to respond to a shout from behind. Barnes. And no offside. Rush. Well, 99 times out of 100 perhaps Ian Rush would have scored then. You'd have certainly put your savings on him, but in the end he was in too much of a hurry. It might be academic to the result, but it won't be academic to Rush. Every goal scorer feels dissatisfied if he comes off, whatever the outcome, without one to his name. Chapman will challenge the goalkeeper here. It's over the line, and it's not going to be given. And Chapman wants to know why. Ken Redfern indicated that an elbow was used. Well, it was down to two players here to sort this one out, Mike Hooper and Lee Chapman. And there'll be plenty watching who'll feel that the goalkeeper gets the benefit too often in those situations. Chapman can't understand it. The referees get less criticism if they rule in favour of the goalkeeper. But Ken Redfern made a decision there which is damaging to Leeds' hopes, however small they are realistically, of really getting back into the game. But that does count for shot, and they simply want to get the game restarted. The hopes are growing. 12 minutes to go, and it might well have been a push by Hussein on Chapman in the first place. But Schutt had his eye on the ball and he spun beautifully. And Hooper could have hardly seen it. So the drama is by no means over. And there are very few players who put more into a game than Carl Schutt. He doesn't always get maximum benefit for his efforts, but he's got a goal to show here. And Leeds United are refusing to lie down, having been virtually demolished in the first half. but doesn't believe that this is a lost cause. And nor do some 30,000 Leeds United supporters. But Barnes can make it academic. It is 2-5. And when they needed him, John Barnes has obliged again. And the need was growing more pressing. Rushed it very well indeed, to get to the ball, then to reverse it back to Barnes. And Lukic took some of the pace off the shot, but he couldn't stop it crossing the line. Look at Rush here. He fought for that with White. He opened Leeds up with the back heel, and Barnes on the break. Another goal for Liverpool. It's hard to keep count. But it is Leeds United 2, Liverpool 5. And there's still 10 minutes this afternoon, which will live long in the memory. 10 minutes to go. Well, it's the capacity to raise their game. It's been so marvellous about Liverpool in their saga of supremacy in so many different competitions. They could finish this season without a trophy, but as we've seen here, they always contribute to the joy of football lovers everywhere with the way they play and the standards they set. Strachan. Strachan to shut. Still Leeds drive on. Batty. Chapman! That's a great goal. The 8th of the game. The balance of power still with Liverpool. But Chapman gets his second. And David Batty picked him out brilliantly. A day here of attacking delight. The defenders will take a different slant on things. But it's a privilege to be here watching it. It's a Leeds throw. And what the second half has shown, perhaps why Arsenal, with their marvellous defence, are on the top of the tree at the moment. Leeds press on again. Hooper punches. Strachan. Sterling. Fairclough. That's McAllister. The second half has shown that if you get at Liverpool, you can make them look very uneasy defensively. This is another example. Chapman perhaps left it to Fairclough. McAllister over the top at the end. Close enough to ruffle Liverpool completely out of their stride. Still could happen with attitudes like that from Batty. Whitlow, well played. McAllister. Speed. Chapman waiting at the far post. Jumping with Hooper again. Sterling. Here's Strachan. He can tee it up. But he doesn't want to do that. He wants to get closer and cross, and Chapman's got a hat-trick. Leeds United punching the air in delight. There's only one goal in it now, and there's only 1 minute left. Strachan knew what he wanted to do, and he took his time, and Chapman in the right place again. It's Leeds United 4, Liverpool 5, and here comes the charge. Have you ever seen anything like it? Chapman at the sharp end of it all, but it's been such a collective effort. Rush. Here's Houghton. Wondering whether he should head for the corner to use up time. Liverpool thought they had plenty of that. Leeds had other ideas. Mulvey. Beardsley. Well, that's given possession. Being cruel to Peter Beardsley, that's given the ball back to Leeds. Who'd be a manager, and Ronnie Moran at 56, so new to the job. White. Hooper's come. Hussein got his head to it. McAllister. We're into stoppage time. And off goes Beardsley. Barnes to the left. Leeds have got it back again. We've had a minute added on. Here's Barnes. Beardsley is onside. And Liverpool realising that attack is the best form of defence. Can they have the final word? Barnes has still got it, rushes in the centre. It's back with Nicol. And for the first time, Liverpool want to use up time rather than give themselves the insurance of another goal. They don't know what to think on the bench. They can be very proud of their Leeds players. Very, very proud. Play on, says Ken Redfern. Speedy. It's over. A fabulous afternoon's entertainment. And even in defeat, Leeds United get a standing ovation. Lee Chapman has scored a hat-trick, but he's still a loser. John Barnes, with his goal in the second half to add to the 4 that Liverpool scored in the first half. That was the crucial goal. A game that will live long, long, long in the memory. But at the end of it all, Liverpool do get their 3 points to keep Arsenal in their sights. But how close it was. We're all breathless here at the end of an afternoon that's finished. Leeds United 4, Liverpool